Alright, everyone. Yeah, I haven't died like some of you probably thought. I haven't died, I haven't disappeared, I haven't done anything like that. Um, yeah, we'll just call it a break from YouTube. Mainly because, well, I've been busy. I spent the entire summer in a hotel room, working for PennDOT. So that was 4 days a week. So all I had was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday was spent trying to catch up on stuff that was done, that should have been done during the week, like I would have had time to do before. But yeah, so the beginning of it was pretty much from May till now has been sort of go, go, go. But anyways, yeah, I haven't really died, but there is a few up and coming projects that I'm going to try really, really hard to get video of, if I can get them done in a timely manner. Yeah, which one of them is I gotta work on my grain head for the combine because I popped one of them pipes that runs across through the main frame for the reel lift. One day going to cut beans, I went to lift the reel and it just started puking hydraulic fluid, so I'm pretty sure I popped a line there because everything else works. But yeah, so just a little recap on everything. Trying to think here. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you already know this, but for those of you that don't, I did own a John Deere 2510 narrow front gas for the time period from near the end of April, and I just sent that tractor down the road the end of November. I lost a little bit of money on it, but that's only because it decided to throw a little fit when the person was there to look at it, and it did not start as easy as it usually does. That's usually the way it works. Something's an easy starter until the person that is probably going to buy it comes to look at it, and then it decides to get a little contemptible and doesn't want to start. So yeah, but anyways, that's what I just took the loss. I sort of wanted the cash and we needed the space in the shed, so I just took the loss on that, and sent it down. I didn't lose that much. I lost like $100 or something. But yeah, so I got rid of that. I'm looking to sell my square baler. I sold my square bale wagon this spring, mainly because I am pretty much going to get completely out of the small square bale business. There's two small square bales right now aren't really selling, and there's too many morons out there that are really looking to screw the hay guy. So far this year we got screwed twice, and that's not. And then we ended up having to, because hay wouldn't sell last winter. We ended up having to sell a bunch of hay for $1.50 a bale, just to get rid of it. So we had because we needed the shed space. That's it. There's a very fine line between keeping hay inside or equipment inside. And whenever the equipment that needs to go inside makes you more money than what the hay sitting in the building is worth, well, that's a very simple answer right there. But anyways, yeah. So I'm looking to sell the square baler. Anybody wants it, $2,700, it's yours. That's just where we'll leave it. $2,700, no questions, no asking, no dickering. $2,700, take it down the road, it's yours. It works fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a good baler. But yeah. But no, I'm looking to try to find a no-till drill. Just because that's what I'm trying to sort of get some equipment, so whenever I get out of college, I can sort of slowly meander my way into the farming industry. Which I'm already in it now, using, if most of you don't know yet, some of you do know, but I'm basically partnered in farming with my grandfather. It's not my farm. it's his farm and it's mostly his equipment. But we go together on it because he's slowing down and I'm still a raring to go 22-year-old. So I've been slowly starting to do a little bit more of the work. I mean, he puts he foots all the bills for the seed, fertilizer, and diesel fuel. But I do more and more. I'm slowly starting to do more and more of the work. And like this fall, pretty much all the harvesting overhead for the combine related was mine, because the old 6620 side hill did all the fall harvest, and I mean all of it. Soybeans, corn, the side hill did them all. Yeah, and that's only because the 3300 is sitting in the shed with a broken variable speed cylinder drive. Don't know what happened to it. We went to change the cylinder speed and it wouldn't change, so we tore the locking collar apart and put it all back together identical to the way it was, but it doesn't work now. The main cylinder drive belt around there, it won't stay tight. The tops, the sheaves, what they do is they go shut and then they open, and they're not staying. So I made it about 75 yards into a soybean field, and the belt loosened up and it sent a wad of beans in there and it just locked her up and I burnt. Oh, it was a mess. And that was on a Wednesday night. They were calling for rain Thursday, and I wanted to get beans done, so went and got the 6620 and cut beans. And then I got a 4-row wide corn head for it, which is very interesting, trying to combine 4-row narrow corn with a 4-row wide corn head, which it can be done. I can contest it. It can be done. I have no videos of it, but I only did 3 rows at a time because it gets very awkward trying to cut 4 rows. Your spacing, you got about 9 inches that you got to suck the corn in on the outside rows, and it doesn't work that great. But yeah, excuse me. Yeah, so that's just what's going on here. I mean, corn as a whole, that's a sad subject. That's a sad subject for a different topic for a different time. I mean, it was, well, we're down to the conclusion that the place that we were hauling the corn into was screwing us on the moisture. I mean, I finally broke down and bought a brand new grain moisture tester, and they took a sample out of the truck as we were dumping, and whenever the guy walked to go back into the built and go back into the office to test it, I pulled my brand new moisture tester out of the truck, and I tested it and it was like 14.8%, and we come around to pull back onto the scale and the guy's like, yeah, your corn was 17.9. And I kept my mouth shut. I didn't say anything because I was with Pap and whatnot, and I just kept my mouth shut. And we got back in the truck and I said, Pap, I said the corn was 14.9. He's like, yeah, I know. I think we might have to find a new place to start taking corn to. But I mean, that's your little harvest woes for you. I mean, the corn, everything's off, everything's been scaled, everything's been sold for the corn, and we averaged about 110, 112 bushel the acre across the whole farm. I mean, which isn't terrible for us because our average is usually about 75, 80 bushel the acre. And our average price that we got for it was about $335, which is way better than you guys out west getting your 2-something a bushel. I mean, I feel for you, but yeah, and that's what, all the beans are still sitting in the shed, waiting to be loaded and sold. Just haven't had time to do it. That's That's what most thing is. Most of the things are. There's just not enough time in the day to do it. So, well, anyways, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I do apologize on disappearing for, well, from April till now. But I plan on, there is repair stuff coming up that I have to do. So I am planning on getting videos of that just so everyone can see it. Yeah. So, well, anyways, thanks for watching and have a great night, guys.